after the great floodwaters covered the whole earth, only 8 people were safe inside the ark. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. Along with them were pairs of every kind of animal: lions and sheep, elephants and birds, little insects, and all kinds of creatures that God had saved. Inside the ark, the sound must have been amazing. You could hear the trumpeting of elephants, the chirping of birds, the mooing of cows, and maybe even the roar of lions. For 40 days and 40 nights, rain poured down. The windows of heaven opened, and the waters rose higher and higher. But inside the ark, God kept Noah, his family, and all the animals safe. Can you imagine what life was like inside that big wooden ark? The family likely took turns feeding the animals every day. They might have cleaned the stalls and gave fresh water to each animal. At night, they probably sang songs together, prayed to God, and encouraged one another to stay strong. Maybe they even told stories to pass the time while listening to the rain pounding outside. It wasn't always easy, but Noah and his family trusted God. Finally, the rain stopped. The ark floated quietly on the waters. Days and weeks went by. Then one day, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah waited patiently. He sent out a raven. It kept flying back and forth. Then he sent out a dove. The first time, the dove found no place to land and returned. But later, the dove came back with a fresh olive leaf in its beak. This was a sign that the waters were going down. Later still, the dove didn't return at all. That meant the earth was ready again for life. Finally, the day came when God told Noah and his family, "Go out of the ark." Can you imagine how excited they were? The animals ran out into the sunlight. Deer leaping, birds flying high, and elephants trumpeting with joy. Noah's family stepped onto the dry ground, breathing fresh air, seeing the world made new and clean. The first thing Noah did was build an altar to God to thank him for saving them. And then God made a beautiful promise. He set a rainbow in the sky. God said the rainbow would be a sign of his promise that he would never again destroy the whole earth with a flood. From that day on, whenever Noah's family saw a rainbow, they would remember God's kindness and love. And even today, when you see a rainbow, you can remember that promise too. What have we learned? God always keeps his promises. Just as he kept Noah and his family safe, he will take care of those who love him today. Do you love him? If yes, drop a love in the comments. And don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notification so you get to see new episodes as they get released.